The red pill told you to stay unbothered, screw your feelings, stay alpha, stay stoic. But let me ask you one thing. If you are so unbothered, if you are so chill, why do you have panic attacks at night? You were taught that emotions make you weak. Emotions are just for females. But I am going to tell you a secret that they don't want you to know. Emotion is the fuel of manifestation. It is the power that controls your personal reality. The red pill taught you how to make money, how to build muscles, how to even date models, but you are still miserable inside. The emotion pill teaches you how to feel all the feelings and when. Take the emotion pill and learn to feel good on command without needing validation, without needing status and control. So I welcome you to the emotion pill. We are not going to escape reality here. We are going to create reality with our feelings. The emotion pill is not something that I have invented. The two major religions of the world, Christianity and Islam, teaches you how to feel intense feelings for scriptures, for prophet, for Jesus. The more feelings you can embody, the more religious you are and the easier your life becomes. This is what religion teaches you. 4 years ago, I was training to become a doctor in a medical school. But then I had a panic attack. And none of these stuffs like high value man, frame control, stoicism helped me. So I naturally decided to study emotions. I started to study spirituality, religion, yoga, tantra, manifestation side of spirituality from people like Neville Goddard and Joe Dispenza. And then I realized that feelings is the secret. Feeling is the secret to create the life of your dreams. That was the moment when I got emotion built. I finally understood why yogis have been calling this physical reality as Maya, as a magical lie, as just an illusion, because they knew very well that this physical reality is just an extension of your mind. If you have bad feelings that are contained in your mind, then your physical reality will be a reflection of that mind. You will be surrounded by tragic circumstances. Your body will be in a bad mental health. You will wake up with heart palpitation and sweating from your face because your mind has stored all the bad feelings, all the bad mental imagery, all the bad thoughts, and you cannot escape them until you completely upgrade your state of mind through meditative and spiritual practices. Your physical reality will not change. You will not get fulfillment in your life. Even though you are extremely red-pilled, you're chasing success, you're chasing validation, you're chasing status, you are not going to find fulfillment within yourself if you are denying the emotional side of your life. The first principle of the emotion pill is the universe that you perceive to be so physical and material is actually immaterial. It is completely mental and it is spiritual. You can change your physical universe through your mind. When you impress your mind, your deeper mind, your subconscious mind with powerful, elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment, your physical universe changes. Nothing. You do not have to do anything. You do not have to sweat. You do not have to hustle. You do not have to go to therapy sessions. You do not have to buy anxiety medications. If you simply learn how to cultivate positive, empowering, elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, confidence, and positivity, your mental health will upgrade. You will be free from panic attacks. Your friends and family will start to just look at you and be surprised at how quickly, at how drastically you have changed. Your ex-girlfriend, your ex-boyfriend, or your competitors will look at you and be jealous about how good you are doing in your life and regret that they ever messed with you. But in order to do all of this, you need to be able to realize the second principle of the emotion pill, and that is feeling is the secret of creating the life of your dreams. And based on these two principles, I have come up with my own unique 3-step meditation process, which is really easy and delivers big result. The first step of this three-step meditation process is complete relaxation of your body. Now, what you're going to do is you close your eyes, you put your attention, you put your awareness all over your body, and you start to relax. That process is known as Yoga Nidra. I have a link in my description box down below on how to properly do Yoga Nidra. People like Dr. Andrew Huberman have been calling this Yoga Nidra as non-sleep deep rest protocol. But it is just Yoga Nidra, it is just yogic sleep. Do that first and you will be able to realize what true relaxation means. Right now, you're watching me on a phone or a tablet or a computer and you're producing beta waves in your brains. When you do Yoga Nidra meditation, your brain starts to produce slow, coherent, beautiful alpha waves and theta waves. Alpha waves helps your brain to visualize things clearly. It helps your brain to become very creative with its imagination. And when your brain is producing theta waves, the door between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind is wide open. Your conscious mind helps you to imagine things, and your subconscious mind is the deeper mind, is the mind that needs to be changed, is the mind that needs to be impressed with positive mental imagery and feelings so that your life, so that your physical reality will change. And under theta waves, this can happen very easily. When your brain is producing theta waves, you become very suggestible to your own visualization. You will be able to accept your visualization, believe your visualization, and surrender to whatever you have imagined in your visualization as if it is the truth. So the first step is relaxation through Yoga Nidra. Now, the second step is visualizing. Imagine, now you start to imagine that you are already the person that you desire to become. And you're already doing the things that you want to do. So start to imagine that you're a calm, happy, relaxed, joyful, empowered version of yourself. And start to imagine what are the things you're going to do in your world now that you have become this upgraded version of yourself. Are you going to talk to people in a very confident manner without having this thought in your head, oh my God, when am I going to have another panic attack again? Start to visualize that. Start to visualize that you are now going to the places and events that previously used to trigger your panic attacks. And now visualize that you are confidently talking to people with your chest out. You can notice in your visualization that your breathing rate has slowed down. You can imagine that you're taking your pulse rate and it is just 70. It's probably 100 plus right now if you're inflicted with anxiety and panic attacks. Provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary scenario. Right now, if you're avoiding coffee and stimulating agents because you're inflicted with panic attacks, start to smell the aroma of coffee and drink coffee in your imaginary scenario and say to yourself, oh my God, finally, I have healed my panic attacks and finally I can drink coffee again. Right now, if you're avoiding dating, start to date amazing, romantic, wonderful partner in your visualization. Start to touch their hair. Start to kiss them. Start to smell their perfume. Start to hear them compliment you on how powerful, on how peaceful of a human being you are. Start to say to your friends and family, guys, you do not have to worry about me anymore. I don't go to therapy sessions. I don't buy anxiety medications. I do not have anxiety and panic attacks anymore. I'm completely fine. And start to hear your friends and family say to you, oh my God, you're so peaceful and so relaxed these days. Your outlook on life has completely changed. What's your secret? Maybe start to teach your friends and family about this wonderful secret in your imaginary scenario. Whatever you have imagined in this visualization scenario needs to signify to your subconscious mind that now you have actually upgraded to a different version of yourself. Now you're living a life free from panic attacks. Now everything in your life is wonderful. When you do that and provide all the sensory vividness to your imaginary scenario, your brain starts to lose its distinguishing ability between what an imagined act is and what an experience that you have in this three-dimensional reality is. So start to take advantage of this wonderful property of your brain. Your brain will start to create neural networks that reflect like whatever you have imagined. is actually happening to you in real time. How cool is that? Now, the third step is mental rehearsal. Start to mentally rehearse this imaginary scenario over and over and over again. With enough mental rehearsal, these neural networks become hard, set, and permanent. And they are going to send a rush of chemicals down your body. These chemicals are going to create feelings in your body. Feelings that are equivalent to whatever you have imagined. You have imagined that you are now a completely upgraded version of yourself who is free from panic attacks and whose life is wonderful. So, of course, you are going to feel the equivalent emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment, and confidence. We have this stupid idea, especially in red pill, that in order to feel joy, in order to feel gratitude, we need to await success or healing or some form of validation from the external reality. But no, when you are creating your life from this wonderful human imagination, by understanding these two principles, that the universe is immaterial and feeling is the secret, the first thing that you must do is embrace the emotions of your imagination. When you start to embrace the emotion of your imagination, your healing begins. That is the moment your panic attack will start to disappear. Now, the only thing that you need to get really good at is being able to sustain these elevated emotions of joy, gratitude, empowerment. Because right now, you can just sustain the emotion of anxiety, worries, and concern for no reason. Nothing in your life needs to happen for you to feel this emotion of anxiety. Because what you have done for a very long period of time is practice imagining the worst case scenarios of your life and consciously or unconsciously embrace the emotion of those imaginary scenarios. Now, I have given you the tools, this 3-step tool, to just do the opposite. Start imagining the best possible case of your life and start to embrace the emotion of that imaginary scenario. And I have already told you, and even Neville Goddard, who is a Western spiritual teacher of 20th century, said that feeling is going to breathe life into your imaginary scenario. With these elevated emotions, all your visualization will start to materialize into your 3-dimensional experience. How cool is that? But it's not even about giving life to your visualization. You now have a very strong tool to just feel the emotion of gratitude, joy, empowerment, happiness on command without any validation from the external world. Please use this in order to completely change your life. And when you do that, all of your visualization will come to you in a very unexpected manner, because that is the way of your subconscious mind. It is going to give you everything that you have visualized and felt, but it is going to happen in the most unexpected manner. So the only thing that you must do is embrace the emotions of your desired imagination, and you will change your life. You will completely overcome your panic attacks. So the first thing that you should not do right now after watching this video is give power, give attention to the external circumstances, because I've already told you that your external circumstance, that your external physical reality is just an extension of your own mind. It's just a maya, it's just an illusion. It's just a projection from your subconscious mind. Your state of mind is bad, your state of subconscious mind is negative. So of course you are going to attract all the negative circumstances towards you. So if you start to give attention to external negative circumstance, you are going to impress more negative feelings, more negative mental imagery in your mind, in your deeper mind, in your subconscious mind. And more tragic circumstances will be coming towards you. It's a vicious cycle. You need to break free of this cycle by realizing that all of this external circumstance, all of your external physical reality is a maya, is illusion. It's just a projection from your subconscious mind. So only pay attention to your state of mind. Close your eyes, make your inner experience of thoughts, feelings, mental imagery real, so real that your state of mind starts to elevate, that your state of mind begins to upgrade, that you start to feel happy, joyful, empowered, confident, and grateful simply by using your mind in these 3 meditative steps. So I've already told you in so many of my videos on how to completely overcome your panic attacks. But if you still feel like you cannot do it alone, then I have my Gmail or my WhatsApp, my Telegram, my Viber, all linked in the description box down below. So message me and then we can get started right away. I will provide you one-to-one online coaching. Remember, sky's the limit once you truly know how to relax, imagine correctly, and feel the emotions of your desired imagination correctly. Right now, if you know anyone in your life who is completely suffering from anxiety, mental health, panic attacks, and who is just destroying his life because of all these red pill teachings, send them this video and save their life. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.